Well, I can't believe this day's here, but here it is sitting in my driveway on the trailer. So this is the original Sd.Kfz.2 Kettenkrad reproduction model that fell out of, if I remember correctly, North Carolina, South Carolina. He built this. It's pretty sweet. I've wanted one of these for a long time. I saw it in a history video when I was in 10th grade. The actual Kettenkrad, not this one, but you know, an actual war one, half motorcycle, half tank, tractor, crawler, you know, all the elements of stuff I like, so of course I gotta have it. This was just a crazy shot in the dark deal to get this thing. If you look up Sd.Kfz.2 Kettenkrad on YouTube, you'll see this thing. The guy built it like 10 years ago. But I'm just gonna kind of go over it here and show you some of the elements of it. First off, I took a 3-hour trip down to Cleveland, Ohio, from the Flint, Michigan area to pick it up. I really had no idea what to expect. I had really seen just one picture of it in its current condition. I just knew that it would take some work to get it back operational again, that's for sure. All right, so we've hit downtown Cleveland at rush hour, 8:45 a.m. Oh, fuck. So we're just trying to get through this here traffic on whatever the fuck road this is in Cleveland. About 10 minutes away. Oh yeah, sure, just fucking go right ahead. It is in its natural habitat. I'll get her yanked out of the garage here in a sec. Tracks are off it. We'll get that figured out real quick. But yeah, more in a minute here. Holy shit, so here she is. It's on the trailer. The Krad replica in all its glory. And now for the 3-hour trip back. Just gotta make it out of Ohio safe and sound with the old Kettenkrad on the trailer. No big deal. Finally back in Michigan. So in terms of the idlers and stuff, and then the driver gear, so the driver is just some kind of car wheel, at least the hub out of one. It looks like it's got the axle, like a drive axle out of some kind of four-wheeler, actually maybe a golf cart, better yet. It's just steering by locking the drum on each side with the lever. The lever's got some cables that go to it, and it just basically breaks those axles on each side, which is how they're turning with it. So for their drivers, they got just some conveyor, like some conveyor belt wrapping their drums, and then those are steel welded in there, the actual teeth. And then you've got little trailer axles, at least the stub shafts, basically, that run these idler wheels. So he's got a groove in the one, at least the center ones that drive the track. And then back here, we got an adjuster, so that back axle slides back and forth, so you can adjust the track tension. It was stating to me that it kept throwing the left side track. My plan is to make a new set of tracks for it, or possibly try to figure out a way to retrofit a set of rubber tracks, like off of a mini excavator or a skid steer or something on here, but we'll see what's in store for it. These are the tracks I'm working with. It's just old conveyor belt and then steel plate and carriage bolts that they just bolted together to make this kind of applicatory for the road. My plan is to get some rubber blocks, like maybe some doorstop bumpers that a trailer ramp door would use, and bolt those on there and at least make some kind of rubber pad that would make it safer for the road. So going around to the back of the machine here, it's got, you know, a spot where 2 to 4 people could sit. 4 people not very comfortably, but you could put all kinds of stuff. And then he has a little trailer hitch on it, which worked fantastic for dragging this up on the trailer with the winch. Didn't even hesitate. Here's a view of this side. basically the same thing. We just got the trailer idler wheels, and then another driver. Missing a couple lug nuts, but no big deal. Front of it, some kind of motorcycle rim and tire. This thing was pretty much totally built with a stick welder. Like, I'm gonna get up close. Before I repaint this thing, I'm gonna go through and grind it all down, because it's pretty gnarly. But for being how old it is, and it just survived a trip from Cleveland, Ohio. So here's the front here. It's just got like a spring suspension in it. I can't tell if the forks are tweaked or not, but it kind of looks like they're sitting on there cockeyed. So we'll see what we can do about that, if there's like a mount or something I can adjust down in there. But yeah, here's another look at the brake setup. So they've got brakes on each handle, probably to aid in steering it. But he told me those don't work and haven't worked for a while, but I'd imagine it's just bleeding the cylinders and whatever, because that's just plastic line and easy stuff to do. Here's a look at the operator station. So you just got forward, neutral, and reverse. They told me it's got electric start if you put a battery in it, or you can pull start it. Haven't tried it yet. But there's your steering. So you can see it kind of moves it. I mean, it's probably gonna have to be adjusted, so you can kind of see it trying to move down there. But we'll see what that holds in store. Clean this thing all up. All right, so this is the engine compartment in the back. So we'll open this guy up. Alright, so that door's a little stuck. I'm just gonna stick my phone in here. So this is like some kind of little one lung big diesel engine. So you got your battery tray, little primary clutch to a secondary, and then he's got a little cooling fan in here to help draw air. This is a little air-cooled diesel, but I'd imagine if you didn't have some kind of fan, he's got the vents. I'm sure that helps, and that'll just draw air in, help it stay cool. I have not tried to start it, but they told me it likes to lock up or do something weird with the pull start, so I'm probably just gonna put a battery in it and go that route. All right, so stay tuned. I'm gonna try to get the original tracks back on it and see what we can do with getting at least this thing running and driving, and then we'll start working on improvements and making it as close to an original as we can. Quick update here. I started throwing the track on it. I'm losing daylight pretty fast, but these outer wheel hubs were just through bolted on with 3/4 bolts, those hubs there. So it looks like you really can't put the track on with the tensioner all the way back, and then like trying to put the wheel. I tried it with the hub on and I couldn't get it to start onto that wheel. So I took the hub off and tried to stretch it with a ratchet strap to the ramp, which helped a little bit, but I was still like 2 inches off. So I figure these wheels and these rubber torsion axles, you know, it's kind of like the track's like a smiley face when it's up. So like back wheel and front wheel are up higher. So I figured, well, maybe these lower axles are pushing pressure down the track. So I'm gonna take a couple of these idler wheels off in the middle and just see if that helps me get that one back on to where I can put those middle wheels on easier and then tension it. Stay tuned for more videos of this beast as I bring it back to life.